There is a conversation that every man over 60 should have had by now, yet it remains strangely, dangerously absent, not in the hushed tones of doctors' offices, nor in the casual exchanges between friends. It's a direct, serious, yet profoundly necessary conversation. One centered on 3 fundamental, natural, and entirely accessible habits that hold the power to radically transform prostate health. I am Dr. Lucy, a urologist who has dedicated decades to understanding the male urinary system. What I share with you today isn't merely advice. It carries the potential to alter the course of your life, or the life of a man you deeply care about. This isn't based on fleeting opinions or anecdotes. It's grounded in rigorous, real science research that has demonstrably empowered thousands of men to age with significantly greater freedom, markedly less discomfort, and a vastly improved quality of life. If you have crossed the threshold of 60, or if you hold dear a father, grandfather, husband, or friend who has, I urge you to stay with me. One of the 5 habits I will unveil might genuinely surprise you, challenging long-held assumptions. But before we delve into these transformative practices, it's absolutely critical to grasp why the prostate demands such focused attention precisely after age 60. The prostate is a small, unassuming gland, roughly the size of a walnut. Its location is strategic, situated just beneath the bladder and encircling the urethra, the vital conduit that carries urine out of the body. Its function is significant. It produces a portion of the seminal fluid essential for transporting sperm. However, time, particularly after the age of 50, ushers in a common change. The prostate begins to enlarge. Crucially, even when this growth is benign, meaning non-cancerous, it can instigate a cascade of profoundly disruptive and often debilitating issues. This widespread condition is known as benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. The statistics are sobering. Research from the U.S. National Institutes of Health indicates that over 50% of men between 51 and 60 already exhibit signs of this enlargement. By the time men reach 70, that figure escalates dramatically, exceeding 80%. The true concern lies not just in the enlargement itself, but in its tangible, daily impact. As the prostate gland expands, it inevitably constricts the urethra, acting like a clamp, making the simple, fundamental act of urination increasingly difficult and fraught with problems. This mechanical obstruction manifests in a constellation of frustrating symptoms: a weakened urine stream that lacks force, the persistent nagging sensation that the bladder hasn't fully emptied no matter how long you wait, difficulty initiating the flow despite the urge, and the particularly exhausting need for frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom, shattering restful sleep night after night. And here lies the critical, pervasive misconception. The vast majority of men resign themselves to believing this is merely an unavoidable, inevitable part of growing older. This belief is not only incorrect, but dangerously passive. Modern science now provides compelling evidence that there are potent, natural pathways to not only prevent this excessive, problematic growth, but even to actively reverse the distressing symptoms. And it hinges on integrating simple, daily habits into the fabric of your life. That transformative knowledge is precisely what you are about to discover, starting with the first habit, which might appear deceptively basic yet conceals a potency few men truly comprehend or utilize. The first cornerstone habit is strategic hydration, specifically designed to reduce prostate inflammation. Its simplicity belies its power. Proper, intentional water intake can significantly alleviate the urinary symptoms that plague so many men over 60. It transcends merely the quantity of water consumed. The true secret lies in the precise timing and manner of hydration throughout the day. As we age, our body's internal thirst signals become less acute, often failing to alert us until dehydration is already setting in. Consequently, many men inadvertently go for extended periods without a single sip, only drinking when their body is crying out in deficit. The result is concentrated, highly acidic urine brimming with metabolic waste products and toxins. This potent mixture acts as an irritant, inflaming the delicate lining of the bladder and, critically, the prostate gland itself. This chronic buildup of irritating residues within the urinary tract damages internal tissues, directly contributing to that frustratingly weak stream, escalating urinary urgency, and standing as a primary culprit behind disruptive nocturia, those incessant nighttime bathroom visits. However, a straightforward, strategic adjustment can fundamentally change this dynamic. Strategic hydration involves consciously drinking ample water during the morning and daytime hours, sipping gradually and consistently, while deliberately tapering off fluid intake in the hours leading up to bedtime, particularly in the evening. This disciplined approach optimizes bladder function, reduces unnecessary pressure on the already vulnerable prostate, and empowers the body to efficiently flush out accumulated toxins without overburdening the urinary system during the crucial period of sleep and repair. The efficacy of this approach isn't theoretical, it's quantifiable. A substantial study published in the prestigious Journal of Urology, involving over 2,000 men aged 60 and above, demonstrated that adopting this specific hydration strategy led to a remarkable reduction, up to 41%, in nighttime symptoms like the sensation of incomplete emptying and the frequency of urination. This minor, cost-free modification in daily routine holds immense potential. It can dramatically improve the quality of your sleep, provide tangible protection for your prostate, and restore a genuine sense of refreshment and vitality upon waking. It represents the essential first step, and its benefits are maximized when it becomes an ingrained, non-negotiable part of your daily rhythm. The second vital habit involves incorporating a light walk after main meals to actively enhance blood circulation specifically directed towards the prostate. This practice exerts a direct, beneficial influence on prostate health, yet it remains curiously absent from most routine medical consultations. Remarkably, it's an intervention completely free of charge and accessible to virtually any man willing to make it a daily ritual. Simply taking a short, gentle walk after lunch and again after dinner. This uncomplicated act of movement following meals activates essential physiological functions, and its positive effects extend far beyond merely aiding digestion, reaching deep into the core of prostate well-being. Walking shortly after eating stimulates enhanced blood flow within the pelvic region. This surge delivers a richer supply of oxygen and vital nutrients directly to the prostate tissue. This improved perfusion is fundamental. It helps to actively reduce existing inflammation, enhances cellular oxygenation, vital for tissue health and repair, and gradually contributes to normalizing overall prostate function. Furthermore, this post-meal walk plays a crucial role in moderating blood sugar spikes. This is particularly important because diabetes is a well-established, significant risk factor for both prostate enlargement and the development of more severe urinary symptoms. Another critical benefit relates to its impact on systemic inflammation, a silent contributor to numerous chronic conditions. A sedentary lifestyle, especially remaining immobile after eating, demonstrably increases inflammatory markers circulating throughout the body. Conversely, even light, consistent movement helps to reduce the concentration of these harmful substances, thereby protecting tissues throughout the body, including the sensitive prostate gland. Concrete evidence supports this. A study conducted by the esteemed medical school at the University of São Paulo, focusing on men over 65, revealed that those who walked for just 15 minutes after both lunch and dinner experienced a substantial 35% lower risk of progressing to moderate or severe symptoms of benign prostatic hyperplasia compared to their sedentary counterparts. The beauty lies in its simplicity. It doesn't demand a marathon effort or specialized equipment like a treadmill. A gentle, consistent stroll each day, whether around your home, down the street, or even pacing a hallway, is entirely sufficient. This is precisely the kind of habit that might seem insignificant in the moment, but when practiced faithfully over months and years, it accumulates profound protective benefits for the prostate precisely because of its unwavering regularity. The third essential habit is maintaining regular sexual activity, a powerful practice for prostate protection and natural internal cleansing. This stands as one of the most effective, yet paradoxically most neglected strategies for preserving prostate health in older men, largely due to enduring societal taboos and outdated beliefs. It involves consciously sustaining a rhythm of regular sexual intimacy and ejaculation. The clarity of modern scientific understanding is unequivocal. Regular ejaculation facilitates a crucial internal cleansing process within the prostate gland. It actively assists in expelling accumulated secretions, dead cellular material, and metabolic toxins that, if allowed to stagnate, can build up within the glandular tissue, potentially contributing to inflammation and dysfunction. This is far from mere speculation. A landmark study conducted by the Harvard School of Public Health, published in the authoritative journal European Urology, meticulously followed more than 10,000 men for an impressive span of 2 decades. The findings were striking. Men who ejaculated at least 21 times per month exhibited a significantly reduced risk, a full 33% lower, of developing prostate cancer over their lifetime compared to those with less frequent ejaculation. Beyond this vital cleansing effect, regular sexual activity also promotes improved pelvic blood circulation, helps relax the intricate network of muscles surrounding the prostate, effectively lowers physiological stress levels, and enhances overall mood. All of these factors collectively contribute to reducing localized inflammation, a key driver in the development and progression of common prostate issues. Regrettably, many men over 60 still approach this vital aspect of health with unwarranted guilt, discomfort, or shame, often viewing it as inappropriate or unnecessary in later life. From a strictly medical and physiological perspective, maintaining an active, satisfying sex life is a natural, safe, and remarkably effective component of proactive prostate care. If concerns, questions, or physical difficulties arise, the most prudent course of action is to engage in an open, honest dialogue with your urologist or healthcare provider. Choosing to deny or ignore the significance of sexual health does not safeguard your well-being. Conversely, embracing a mature, informed, and proactive approach based on scientific understanding could very well be instrumental in preserving the long-term health and function of your prostate. The fourth critical habit revolves around strategic eating, consciously selecting foods that actively lower the risk of prostate inflammation and malignancy. This habit is intrinsically linked to something you engage in daily, eating, but likely without the specific, targeted intention of nurturing your prostate. Within the realm of nutrition, specific foods possess compounds that offer direct, demonstrable protection to the prostate gland, helping to mitigate inflammation, decrease the risk of benign enlargement, and even play a role in cancer prevention. The development and proliferation of cancerous cells within the prostate can indeed be influenced by dietary patterns. One of the most extensively researched compounds in this context is lycopene, a potent natural antioxidant predominantly found in vibrantly red foods like tomatoes, especially when cooked, as processing enhances its bioavailability, watermelon, and guava. This powerful pigment possesses significant anti-inflammatory properties and exhibits a direct, beneficial effect on prostate tissue. A compelling study published in the International Journal of Cancer revealed that men who regularly consumed cooked tomatoes, aiming for at least 2 servings per week, experienced a 28% lower risk of developing prostate cancer compared to those with lower intake. Another indispensable nutrient for prostate health is zinc, a mineral abundantly present in pumpkin seeds, various nuts, like cashews and almonds, and seafood, particularly oysters. Zinc plays a crucial role in helping to balance hormone levels, including those influencing prostate growth, and is vital for maintaining the structural integrity and cellular health of the prostate gland over the long term. Additionally, cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage contain valuable compounds called sulforaphanes. These substances actively support the body's innate detoxification pathways and contribute to preventing abnormal cellular changes that could initiate cancerous growth within the prostate. Ideally, meals should be colorful, predominantly plant-focused, and consistently incorporate these prostate allies: cooked tomatoes, dark leafy greens, seeds rich in zinc and other minerals, alongside a source of lean protein. When consumed regularly as part of a balanced diet, these foods exert a subtle yet cumulative and powerful influence, helping to keep the prostate less inflamed, better nourished and oxygenated, and metabolically stable. When approached with knowledge and intention, nutrition transcends mere sustenance. It becomes a potent, daily form of preventive medicine, standing as one of your most reliable allies in safeguarding prostate health. The fifth, often profoundly underestimated habit, is prioritizing deep, restorative sleep to regulate essential hormones and provide nightly protection for the prostate. This habit is frequently overlooked or sacrificed by many men, yet its impact on prostate health is far more substantial than commonly realized. Achieving good sleep that is sufficiently deep and genuinely restorative, is absolutely fundamental for maintaining the delicate hormonal balance that directly governs prostate well-being. During the deepest, most regenerative phases of sleep, particularly in the first half of the night, the body produces and releases critical regulatory hormones, including melatonin and growth hormone. Both of these hormones possess potent anti-inflammatory properties and contribute directly to the protection and repair of prostate tissue. When sleep is consistently disrupted, shallow, or simply insufficient in duration, these vital hormonal cycles become impaired. Stress hormones like cortisol tend to rise, levels of beneficial free testosterone often decline, and systemic inflammation throughout the body, including within the prostate, measurably increases. The long-term consequences are significant. A substantial study published in Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers and Prevention tracked over 2,400 men for nearly a decade and uncovered a disturbing correlation. Those who experienced chronic sleep disturbances faced twice the risk of developing aggressive forms of prostate cancer compared to men who enjoyed regular, quality sleep. The underlying explanation is physiologically straightforward. Without adequate, high-quality sleep, the body's natural repair and regeneration mechanisms are severely hampered. Tissues, including those of the prostate gland, cannot efficiently heal from daily wear and tear or combat inflammatory and degenerative processes effectively. This cellular vulnerability accumulates over time. That's precisely why it's not a mere luxury, but a critical prevention strategy, to consciously create and maintain a sleep environment conducive to rest, ensuring it is dark, consistently quiet, comfortably cool, and adhering to a regular sleep-wake schedule whenever possible. Deep, restorative sleep performs a dual function. It rejuvenates the mind and, silently and efficiently every single night, it actively protects the health and integrity of the prostate, fortifying it against the challenges of aging.